Mario Mosquera, buenas tardes. ¿Qué dice mi amigazo? Ese muchachón que canta como el conjunto norteño Primavera. Saludos para Jaimito, Jaime. Esta es Radio La Megalísima, claro que sí, con cariño y respeto para todos ustedes. ¿Listo, Mario? Ok, señores, entonces arrancamos. Vamos a ver la música bajita, ¿no?
Sí, probando 1, 2, 3.
Sí.
Sí, probando 1, 2, 3. What's going on, my people? Los Angeles, Long Beach, toda mi raza caliente de Zacatecas. Un saludazo para mi querida madre que me está escuchando. I love you, mom. A mi cuñado Ramiro que está ahorita formando la cuna. How do you say cuna? The crib. He's putting the crib together out there with my nephew, man, Mateo out there. If you're listening to me right now, what's cracking, Mateo?
Mateito, ¿qué pasó, Mateito? Saludos, Tata.
Yeah, first and foremost, I just want to really thank you once again, Father, for giving me the opportunity to hang out with you and to be right here in your business and your location and be able to just really spend time with you again. And I really had a good time spending time with you this morning, watching you paint with my mom. It really made me feel.
Trabajando duro, ¿verdad?
Yeah, hace mucho tiempo.
Ya, mañana que ya estaba yo pintando un cuarto de azulito ahí, azul bajito.
Pero ese era el cuarto donde yo dormía antes.
Correcto, pero ahora es el cuarto de Moses. Moisés.
So I got kicked out of my own room.
Anyway, but there's another room and I don't worry about it.
Well, what do you mean? But I have feelings.
Oh, you got feelings?
Yeah.
Well, can you forget feelings?
So I'm gonna have to. Nowadays, I know that I can.
Yeah, you can do it.
But anyway, so what's new? What's going on in your life?
Well, same old, you know, trabajando toda la semana en mi carrito, en el proyecto.
What are you working on, Dad?
Estoy trabajando en un carro Mustang 1965 convertible en la casa y lo tengo trabajando. Es más, no duermo pensando en a qué horas terminaré, a qué horas ya mi
1966 Mustang, huh?
65.
Why 65? Why 65?
El 65 es el segundo carro que sacaron ellos, porque el primero fue el 64 y medio. Y luego sacaron el 65, es uno de los carros más importantes de la compañía Ford.
I remember I had a 1966 Mustang in high school. Do you remember?
Sí, claro, I remember.
You know, I got so much action because of that car, Dad.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you, you know, in high school, I got straight A's.
Oh, yeah.
And because of the Mustang, I didn't have to go one day in school.
Wow.
You know what?
Eso dice mucho que decir, ¿no?
I mean, I am a product of B House, Benny High School, ladies and gentlemen. Puro Wilmington, California, sí, señor.
Carmen Ruiz, ¿cómo estás, hermanita de la Soledad por allá? ¿Qué dice el cafetalito por allá? Buenas tardes. Bienvenida aquí a Radio La Megalísima. Continuamos. Pues te contaba, estaba diciendo que sí, bien cansado ya, bien machucadito de estar pintando con el rodillo y luego primero el techo. Y no me quedó que digamos que perrón, ¿verdad? Pero bueno, después lo voy a emparejar todo eso.
Pero ¿quién decidió who chose the color?
Pues la jefa de la casa, tú sabes.
Oh, wow. Saludos a mi madre que me está escuchando, que la quiero mucho desde el fondo de mi corazón. A mi hermanita Stephanie Miramontes, my lovely sister, who I love her very much. Vanessa, who just had a baby. And my little sister Maggie, who's out there, who I love very much with the bottom of my heart. Now, Dad, I got a question for you.
Okay.
For those people that don't know, where are you from?
Zacatecas, señor.
What part of Zacatecas?
Tlaltenango, Zacatecas.
What rancho?
El Rincón Chico.
And where are we right now?
El Rincón Chico Cantina Grill in Long Beach.
And what did you make for breakfast today?
Today we make pizza.
Pizza? From where?
We make pizza.
You know how to make pizza?
Sure, I know how to make pizza. Yeah.
Wow, that must be your Italian side, huh?
Yes. Most definitely.
Hey, wait a minute. Is it true that when you met my mom, you told her you were Italian?
Yes, that is true.
Why?
Because I was feeling Italian at that time, you know.
You thought you were gonna get laid because you told her you?
No.
You did get laid.
No necesariamente, no. Simplemente era el estilo de vida que yo estaba viviendo en ese momento.
Ah, I see.
Una familia me adoptó, pues, entonces yo adopté a ellos también.
So you were raised by the Italian family.
Exactly right. Yeah. A lot of people don't understand that, you know.
I know. I get it because I sort of kind of was brought up in the Italian culture myself, I understand, hey, a friend of yours is a friend of mine, and loyalty and honesty and business before pleasure and all of that, right?
Yeah.
But I've never told anybody that I was Italian.
You didn't have to because you were USA citizen.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
Why you want to become an Italian after a USA citizen?
I guess what I'm trying to ask you is did you tell other women you were Italian too?
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, yes.
Do you want to apologize for that right now because you're not Italian at all?
No necesariamente porque
No.
No, porque eran los momentos que vivía y como digo, a mí francamente me adoptó una familia italiana, so yo me hice italiano en el momento.
No, I totally get it, Dad. I mean,
it's normal.
You know what? I remember the first time. How can I say this? The first time that I realized that I wasn't white. How about that?
Okay.
I remember I was working, and they told me, hey, you have a good accent. I like your accent. And I was like, what accent? What accent are you talking about? Right? And that's when I found out that I wasn't white. That's when I found out that I was a Mexican indio, nopal en my frente, and that I was different.
But because one time what's his name called you, hey, Tortilla, where are you going?
Yeah, they used to call me Tortilla a lot.
Well, you know what happens is the Italian people, they really, in a way, kind of, like they feel like the real thing, you know, like they go, oh, once you become a Mexican, you cannot take the Mexico out of the boy. You can take the boy out of Mexico, but you cannot take Mexico out of the boy. You believe it?
You know what? I kind of understand where they're coming from, but like.
But those are the only family that I hear always talking about it. They really raise their voice when they say that. God damn Mexico, you know, you can take the boy out of Mexico, but you can't take the Mexico out of the boy.
I know who you're talking about. That's one of my favorite people, man. God bless his soul.
Yeah, but I never hear that kind of words from other ethnic groups.
It's okay. Like, can I ask you a question, Dad?
Yes.
Have you ever firsthand experienced racism?
You know what?
Honestly.
Yes.
Wow. And do you remember how it was?
It was bad because I didn't want to, you know. But you know, there's races all over the country in different ethnic groups.
I know.
Even the Latinos, you know.
I know that there is that, but I wanna because you know, look, so like one of the main things about this show is that we get to reunite as father and son. We talk about the effects of drug abuse, homelessness, drug abuse, homelessness, mental health issues, and then how we overcome it, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of things have to do with the upbringing, and I know that this week I experienced prejudice and racism.
Yes.
I did, and I was helping a veteran get housed, and a landlord showed me prejudice and was racist towards an African American veteran. And I felt this big. I felt horrible. I didn't know what to do. I really never been subject to racism like that. And I'm wondering, you growing up as a kid here in the United States of America, did you ever come across racism? What was it? How did you feel? And what did you do to deal with it? If you could really go down, tell me what happened.
Ok, ahorita te digo, saludos Lucero Reyes, ¿cómo estás? Qué milagro, saludos, con mucho respeto, señorita, ¿cómo anda la cantada por allá? Repórtese, vámonos. Esta es Radio La Mecanísima. Mira, hijo, yo experimenté racismo por allá por los años 1980.
So right now the topic for those of the people that are just jumping into the room right now, my name is Mario, Magic Mario. I'm reunited with my father, El Show de Lino, great legend. Everybody knows who they are. My dad had a #1 TV show in 1980, what?
From 77 to 2004.
From 77 to 2004.
2004.
My dad had a #1 hit TV show called El Show de Lino, where we actually were one of the only and few platforms where Mexican regional music, I'm talking about corridazos of the first kind, were allowed to be played. And because of that experience, because the life experience, things went crazy, but now we're back live on the radio, and you're listening to El Show de Lino. y el hijo. So we're talking about racism right now, and have you ever experienced it? So go ahead, Dad.
So, you know, en 1980, había un güerito, un gabacho, 100% gabacho, pues completamente, ¿verdad? Y empezó yo era busboy en ese tiempo.
Yeah.
Y empezó a darme carrilla porque no me quería dar comida a mí, ¿me entiendes? Me decía, no, you're not entitled to food yet, you know. You only be human is here, blah, blah, blah.
So how old are you?
Mexican, wetback, and all kinds of things.
How old are you? How old are you?
Already like 22, 23.
So you're 22 years old, you were working cash?
No, I was already in
a check, a salary?
Yeah.
And you were a busboy?
Uh-huh.
And somebody called you a wetback?
Yeah.
At work, okay.
So,
a gabacho, a gringo.
And on top of that, he didn't want to give me no food, and I was really hungry, you know.
Okay.
And he started calling me a lot of names, so at the end of the day, we settled that thing. We had a little fight.
A physical fight?
A physical fight.
Were you the one that found the dog?
No.
Where? In the kitchen?
In the kitchen, yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
In the kitchen.
Is that the guy who I saw you catch his punch?
No.
That was another guy?
No,
a salesman?
A salesman. No, that was a salesman, yeah.
I remember that fight.
That guy was a Greek. He was a Mish Cohen.
No, we want to keep him nameless, okay?
All right. So anyway,
so you felt racism at its purest.
Yeah, purest.
And he thought he could take advantage of you.
Oh, definitely, yeah. In many respects, he thought he was getting support from the owners and everything. So.
And you stood up for yourself.
I stand up straight up and I said to look, I'm going to kick your ass. I said to you, keep saying those words to me and everything. So, you know, I did. I lined up, we had a little fight and I beat him up. I was lucky enough. And then he got so upset, he almost died on me because he was like diabetic.
Yeah.
So a lot of people was running to give him sugar with milk so he can cool off a little bit or something like that. I don't know.
Wow.
So the next day he never showed up to work.
Never again he showed up to work.
Never again showed up to work.
Wow, that's amazing, Dad.
That's the story of my life, you know. For me, if I experience racism, yeah. But, you know, what can you do about in those days?
No, I mean, honestly.
That's one thing that I recommend, you know. You always have to stand up and stand up for the truth because the truth will set you free. La verdad nos da libertad.
You know what? There's a lot of racism with homosexuality too that I've experienced. A lot of gays in the gay community, like a lot of times they get discriminated to and bullied. There's a high suicide rate with homosexuality and gays and all that. And a lot of people, even my own people, nuestra propia gente.
Yeah, pero ahorita ya no mucho. Anteriormente era mucho más sacrificio para ellos. Ahora ya tienen libertad.
Yeah.
Ahora ya dice que Obama les dio luz verde a ellos, así que ya... Es más, parece que pueden entrar a los baños de las mujeres y que qué sé yo, y todo ese despapalle, ¿me entiendes? No sé qué sabes de eso.
Well, I do know that, I know times have changed. I know right now tienen ya cosas como his, hers, him, he, them. We don't know what to say, right? I do know one thing is, everyone has a heart.
Sure, everybody.
And we have to respect everybody as a human being. And everybody needs to have a human contact so we can share each other's thoughts, feelings, so we can have effective communication skills, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm sorry that you had to experience racism. I know that to me, I've experienced racism, but not like racism how with the black race that it's a little bit stronger.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I didn't know it was that bad. To the point where like it was like, get out of here, we don't want you here.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's basically what happens to me. The guy wanted to get me fired, that's what it was, you know? That's the bottom line. You know, when the racism they don't like it, they figure out a way, they're trying to figure out a way to get you out. We either by fighing, by arguing.
Right.
You know, that's what the whole thing is all about.
Wow, I know it's crazy. I have another question now. What about what is your opinion about disciplining children? Do you think it's okay to hit them?
If you know what you're doing, if the purpose is to discipline,
yeah,
I think it's okay. You know, but you gotta know what you're doing. You know, you gotta know where and how and when. But yes, yes, some people can understand that back in those days and our time, and my time, it was different.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's very, very difficult because if the kid goes back to school and then he spills the soup, he tells the teacher, my father beat me up. Oh boy.
Yeah.
They'll come in and they bring the FBI with you and they'll get you out of the house and they pick up the kids and they put you in jail basically, you know what I mean? So, it's okay, but you gotta know what you're doing and when and how, and you gotta be gentle also. But more or less, you gotta be more verbal, like talk, and not just talk. When you talk, you gotta be soft. You can't be screaming either.
Right. I remember when you used to hit me as a kid.
Yeah.
And every time you would leave the room, I was mad. I'd be really upset, even to the point where I would say and wish things that were inappropriate. I would really be upset and I hated you. Because it didn't matter at the end of the day, I wouldn't learn my lesson. I was more upset because you hit me.
Yo entiendo. I understand that. And,
So-
I'm sorry for that, but that's probably the only thing I learned when I was young too.
No, I'm not saying that to. I'm not saying that to make you feel a certain type of way.
No.
But what I'm telling you is, because of that is the main reason is that I don't hit my kids.
Yeah, but
I hit my kid one time and he doesn't talk to me no more.
Okay, so when you were just saying a few minutes ago, it happens to me too. My father used to hit me a lot.
Yeah.
And I used to say, oh man, as soon as I grow up a little more, I'm gonna get out of the house. And I'm thinking to run away, because I didn't like it either.
Yeah.
So, I can understand where you're coming from. But
Yeah.
those are the things, they teach you, even church teaches you, to punish you. In school, back in those days, they will used to use la regla, you know what I mean? Put your hands up and boom, bingo, they hit it with a piece of wood. In school. Did it happen to you?
No, we never got hit in school. That it was no way. So.
To me, it happens to me. So,
They don't hit us in school.
Saludos, gente bonita, ¿cómo están? Síganse compartiendo con nosotros, sigan acompañándonos, seguimos practicando con Mario. Vámonos.
Yeah. So anyways, I just thought it'd be a good topic about disciplining because I'm having a couple of issues, now that I'm working and I'm healthy and I'm keeping myself busy, and I'm coming close to the next transition in my life, which is basically independent living. That finally coming my way. I thank God for the VA, and I got a full-time employment now. And shout out to my boy Jack Trippers listening out there. You're my boy, baby. I got you right here, right in my heart. But check us out on the radio station, man. Support. But yeah, man, I've been blessed to have that job and a trabajar and representar a la raza allí. Pero I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit scared.
Why?
Because it was only 165 days ago when I lost everything.
Oh, okay. But you feel solid right now.
Well, I have good support. I have my father, my mother. I have a good medical team that's helping me.
So you kind of scared a little bit?
I think.
I
think like so.
You're not ready to transition.
No. So me telling you how I feel, it doesn't mean that I'm not ready.
Oh, okay.
Only thing that is me, so that you can understand, because I know it's hard for you to understand the feelings. It's important for me to share the way I feel.
Okay.
So just because I feel that way doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that I'm not ready for for my responsibility or my obligation as a man. But I am telling you how I feel because I want you to know what's going on in here, what's going on in my head, what's going on in my heart, so you can better understand. Okay, hey, let's give Mario a call, see how he's doing. You know what I mean? Just because not that he's not capable of, but it's good to have support. Like if I know that you're stressed out or that something's bothering you, if I know that, I'm gonna want to call you more and be like, hey, what's going on, Dad? You're all right. Remember, you can count on me. I'm your son. Whatever I can do for you, I'm here for you.
I understand that.
So it's not that I'm scared because I'm gonna fail. It's just
No, I didn't say you were going to fail. You were scared about making the transition, the move.
Yeah, it's just
Because in the VA, you got a lot of support there. You got support.
too much support.
You got a lot of support there. You got everybody on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, and over here when you move out, you know that support won't be there. You know.
Well,
It'll be there because you'll be working in there.
right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, no matter what, like I have to be able to practice a healthy lifestyle. I have to practice a healthy lifestyle. In order for me to practice a healthy lifestyle, I must remain clean and sober. No methamphetamines,
Nada.
no real serious drugs. It's a medical medication the VA gives me. Whatever works for me. Everybody's different, but I do know that I would have never got to this point if I would have never got clean and sober there.
Mira, es tan sencillo esto de las drogas. Tiene que estar fuera de tu alcance, fuera de tu pensamiento, porque tengo un amigo que es un cantante igual que Lucero Reyes y varias personas están reportando ahorita, y básicamente él subió otro día una foto con unas bolsitas, con un polvito.
Showing off? He posted pictures of bags of
Yeah,
coke.
La moraleja era exactamente, decía el principio y el final de una familia.
Wow.
You get it?
Yeah, yeah.
O sea, dos fotos, una foto de una bolsa chica y una foto grande de polvo, de ese maldito que tú ya sabes.
Cristal.
Dice, este es el principio y el final de una familia. No uses nada de esto, no la toques.
Crystal methamphetamine is not natural, first of all.
Okay, so para la gente que no conoce esa cosa de Cristo, que lo invitan a usarlo, ¿podrías tú más o menos decirme el efecto que hace y el daño que hace a futuros años? No a futuros años, sino a futuros meses. Vamos a hablar.
So, the first thing methamphetamine does, it releases dopamine in your mind, the pleasure.
El placer.
So it's artificial pleasure. Okay? It gives you a sense of artificial pleasure and it makes you feel like you're unstoppable, you're a machine, you don't want to eat anything, you don't drink any water, your sexual drive gets put to the ultimate high, it's unhealthy, you start hearing things, you start seeing things, you start behaving in ways that you wouldn't even act in, like if you were a bad person, you become evil. You are immediately addicted and become a slave to a bag of white powder.
Wow.
All your senses get hijacked.
Ok, ahora podemos hablar un poquito en español de eso, de más o menos lo que dijiste ahorita, por favor.
So, para todas las personas que nos están escuchando ahorita, la gente que está sufriendo, que tiene problemas en la casa con drogas, que tienen un hijo que está perdido en las drogas, alguien que no sabe cómo combatir este problema, hay que educarse, ¿verdad?
Claro.
Lo primero que tenemos que hacer es platicar. No podemos evitar el problema, porque cuando se evita el problema se hace peor, se hace más grande. La peor solución es la evitación. Avoidance is the worst type of solution. You have to sit and look at what you got. Hay que entender qué es lo que el cristal hace en el cuerpo. Automáticamente el cristal hace que la persona le cambie el carácter, le cambia el comportamiento de esa persona, completamente cambia los ojos, la mirada, la hambre, las opiniones, las ganas, las ambiciones, la fe, todo completamente cambia, se transforma el ser humano. Uno no entiende. Como padre, la gente no puede entender cómo chingados me pudo haber pasado esto a mí. Fácil, no pusieron atención. Lo dejaron solo por mucho tiempo. Algo pasó en un momento de la vida que traumaron a la persona o la persona quedó traumada. Porque una persona que no necesita algo en el cuerpo para estar contento o no.
No necesariamente, ¿no?
El cuerpo fue creado para ser feliz,
Exacto.
contento, sin la necesidad de ninguna sustancia. ¿Por qué se necesita algo para que el cuerpo esté contento? ¿Por qué?
No se necesita nada.
Al menos que haya un problema.
Exactamente.
A veces el problema es yo tomé una decisión mala. Yo tomé una decisión mala, ¿verdad? Y en vez de yo confrontar mi problema, decido en sustituir la solución con el placer. Okay. Y el placer es la droga que me entume y no siento yo nada. Y cuando yo hago eso, me convierto en un ser humano tan frío, sin sentimientos, sin respeto, sin vida, pero no adrede, pero porque es el side effect de la droga. Si la droga me causa que yo sea que sea contento, ¿cómo se dice el side effect de la droga? Si te tomas una pastilla y te pega mal,
pues es
el side effect.
Yeah.
Es el efecto.
El efecto también. Entonces la pregunta era que en los
¿Qué es exactamente lo que te hace cristal?
Sí, después del cristal que usas y cuando ya no lo tienes, el daño que lo dejas usar y qué daño te puede dejar en tu mente.
Okay, so después de una semana que no comes y no duermes bien, ya estás mirando monos con tranchetes, ya estás you're hallucinating.
Yeah.
Estás viendo cosas porque no has dormido,
alucinando.
Estás alucinando, pero entonces es donde empieza la batalla, donde uno nomás se queda callado, dices, ay güey, estoy escuchando cosas, estoy viendo cosas, pero no puedo decir nada.
Está un poco abajo del sofá.
No, eso nomás fue lo que pasó conmigo.
No, pero con otro amigo también.
Es por el miedo.
Okay.
Es por la paranoia. Porque uno se queda bien, andas bien paniqueado. Andas paniqueado porque estás asustado, porque sabes que lo que estás haciendo está mal.
Yeah.
I'm paranoid because I know what I'm doing is wrong, because my conscience is killing me, so I'm scared. But at the end of the day, I know there's only one person I can't hide from: God. So my soul is sick. Okay? And now listen. How do you feel right now, Dad?
I'm releasing some stress out. Escuchar las palabras se me hace tan difícil que digo yo, wow. Que llegan a un cierto extremo y empiezan a alucinar cosas y al final terminan locos, ¿me entiendes?
Ese es el problema. Eso es la causa de las drogas. Al último uno queda loco. Y la insanidad de querer hacer lo mismo esperando algo diferente.
No.
Solo que se requiere es que la persona que de verdad se quiera uno mismo, para decidir que yo ya no quiero hacer esas drogas.
Ok, ¿qué te parece si ponemos un pedacito de música?
Sí.
Por favor, de la programa acá de este lado.
Yeah, go ahead and hit play, Dad.
Play.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Ok. Vamos a agarrar un pequeño break y regresamos con ustedes con esa musiquita para que no se despeguen. Venimos con más plática con Mario y su servidor.
Yeah, we're talking about the effects of crystal methamphetamines, and next we're going to talk about the living conditions that it produces.
This is Mario Miramontes y Mario Jr. a través de Radio La Mexicanísima. Continuamos.
Los consejos de mi padre siempre llevo yo. Él fue quien me ha enseñado a ser verdadero y dejó portarme mal con quien tan culero. Y desde ese momento mi vida cambió. Y ahora véanme bien loco y bien tumbado. Vacas verdes es en lo que yo siempre pienso. Pues para obtenerla solo existe el esfuerzo. Muchos golpes de la vida me han tocado. A partir de ahí ya no volví a ser yo. Y así seguirá sonando su compita José Morales, el puro rancho humilde. que en paz descanse, siempre fue un chingón. Yo lo llevo en la mente y en el
Corazón.
Carnalando un tatuajo hasta el cuello. Gracias por todo, carnales, un abrazo. Puro Morales en la sangre.
Vale, poquito.
Llevo yo,
Vale, poquito.
orgulloso de estar en la familia que soy. Magnífica, un saludo, si me verán diferente, madre, pero aquí yo soy la mal, los reales.
Hey, can you hear me, Dad?
Yeah.
Check 1 2 1 2. I want to send a quick shout out to my good friend Ed Moro. Ed Moro, who's out there listening to us. Saludazos de parte de su compita Magic Mario and his dad, Mario Lino. We're listening, we're watching. Thank you for the support, my boy. Música. Pausa.
Ok, vamos a echarle más, vamos a hablar de dijimos las secuelas después de
Okay.
Pixar.
Yeah, turn up the mic, Dad, because I know you like to put your microphone up, and you like to put my microphone down.
No,
I don't like that because it just makes me feel
Be
like
nice, be
abused. You're abusing me. I got problems
Be
here.
nice, please, be nice.
So yeah, a quick shout out again. So shout out to everybody that's listening to us out there. But yeah, no, definitely. Those are the beginning effects of methamphetamine. You know, they're great. They're fantastic. You feel amazing. But after like a week or so, what happens is
A ver, dime.
you never get the same feeling again. Immediately. Nunca te sientes igual.
Ok, saludos para un carnalito de Texas, a tu tío Chencho está mirándonos.
Tío Chencho, saludazos de parte de Mario el Solitario, a.k.a. La Magia, el hijo del pueblo, the people's champion, el hijo del nopal de Zacatecas, la tuna fresca.
Ya nos parece que estamos anunciando. ¡Pelearán a 5 caídas sin límite de tiempo!
Ya, el gas.
Saludos queridos para Ana la Grandota. Señorita Charles, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo estás, carnalito? Ánimo. Vámonos, seguimos platicando, muchachón, échale.
And los efectos de la piedra, la metanfetamine. So, lo primero que pasa es que se te acaba el dinero.
Pues sí.
No more money.
No more money.
And when you have no more money,
No more.
no more honey. Okay? When you have no more honey, and te pega la depra. Then, the first thing is self-care is right out the window, Dad. Ya no te bañas, ya no te rasuras, ya no hay dinero. Oh, man,
Ya no sabes si llegar a la casa.
No, ya no llegas a la casa, te da vergüenza.
Ok.
So, no llegas a la casa y mejor te quedas en la casa de los amigos. 1 día, 2 días, 3 días allí.
Saludos, Elena, ¿cómo estamos? Elenita, ¿qué tal, Tony? Por ahí, vamos.
Y después de eso, ya no te bañas, ¿ok?
Ya andas volviendo a puro sobaco.
Ya, y después andas caminando por horas,
Wow.
y no hay desodorante, y no te lavas la boca, y estás haciendo monos con tranchetes, y estás escuchando voces, y luego miras a tu mamá y ella te ignora porque te da vergüenza cómo te ves.
Wow.
Y luego,
Qué triste.
pues hay que buscar dinero, hay que talonar las food stamps. Y después ya no hay food stamps, ¿luego qué? A robar.
A robar el dinero.
A robar como se pueda. Y después de las 2 se puede robar. A regalar las nalgas, señor.
Eso ya está poco triste, la pura verdad.
No, pero es la verdad. Y no nomás le puede pasar a una persona como yo. Pero cada mujer que tú ves en las calles es hija de alguien.
Oh, yeah, yo sé.
O es madre de alguien.
Yo sé, ya.
Y no están ahí porque quieren. ¿Sabes lo que pasa? Es que hay un dolor debajo de esa droga. Hay un dolor que uno no entiende qué pasó. Una violación, una molestación, maltrato, algo pasó.
Corrida de trabajo. Sí,
Algo pasó.
Pero para que eso pase se necesita alguien más.
Porque la gente no habla. Porque la gente no sabe cómo practicar comunicación efectiva. Básicamente porque alguien como yo que te estoy diciendo, ¿sabes qué? me da miedo quererme yo ir a mi apartamento. Tú lo tomas como, no estás listo. Mejor para qué te digo si te vas a sentir a ti así. Cuando lo más importante es yo decirte cómo yo me sienta. ¿Ahora se agarra la onda?
Sí, claro.
Es mejor, más importante, escuchar y saber dónde está la persona para brindar apoyo. El único apoyo que tú puedes dar, que es el más importante, es escuchar. Escuchar a tu hijo, a tu hija.
Yo en mi vida yo había catalogado que yo podía darle apoyo a una persona solamente escuchándolo. Para hacerte la verdad.
Eso es lo que es un psicólogo, señor.
Soy yo, como no soy psicólogo, pues entonces ahí tú me entiendes de que me lees.
Entonces, ¿para qué nos la damos de tan...
Un poco perdido, ¿verdad? Por eso pregunto, porque el que
No.
pregunta llega a rojo.
No, de que escuchamos, pero nunca escuchamos.
Sí, está como el...
Escuchamos a las amantes, escuchamos a las viejas de las barras, a las ficheras, escuchamos a las peluqueras, las que me están rociando ahí el pecho cuando me andan cortando el pelo.
Pero
que escuchar al padre en la misa, no tanto.
No, yo sí voy y lo escucho, claro que sí.
Sí.
Bueno, hablando de padrecitos, ¿qué dice?
Bueno, hay que enfocarnos, terminar de hablar del tema del cristal.
Ok, seguimos con el cristal, pues. ¿Podría una persona del cristal desafanarse completamente para el resto de su vida?
Sí.
¿Cómo se le puede hacer?
Yo soy un ejemplo. I'm an example. I'm a leader, a role model, an example. And I can tell you that it is possible to recover from the grips of the living hell of methamphetamines. Yo soy el ejemplo. Yo soy la persona indicada que les puede decir a ustedes que es posible poder desafanarse de las manos del cristal. No es fácil. Porque yo tuve que llegar a un punto de mi vida donde nadie me quería ayudar. Yo me tenía que ayudar yo mismo. ¿Por qué? Porque yo ya había lastimé a todas las personas que estaban cerca de mí. En especialmente a ti, papá.
Ya, yo sé.
But listen, now we're doing a radio show together about it.
Imagínate, nomás, eso se llama el milagro de vida, la pura verdad.
You're a witness in the miracle of my life. You're seeing it firsthand that it's possible. It's very possible to recover from the drug abuse, mental health, and homelessness issues that I have. I ended up living in a tent outside of San Vicente, out of the VA, on the third tent on the left-hand side, smoking dope with toothless, homeless veterans who were waiting for me, and drug dealers that were waiting for me to go to sleep so they could rape me and rob me.
Wow.
And I said, you know what? No. This is it.
Es como, me imagino, es como llegar a una casa o a un templo, lo que sea, y tener como dos lobos grises ahí grandotes, y llega un chavo,
Fresh meat.
un fresh chimpy ahí, no, no lo vamos. Ahí se están saboreando como la película del lobo, el lobo gris, ¿no? Que se iba a aventar allá a las muñequitas.
Yeah. Imagínate, y mientras que tus hermanas, tus hermanos, tus padres están en una casita calientita.
Yeah.
Y those, you know what, you guys worked hard for that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, el peligro que si una persona no es fuerte, se lo violan.
No, sí, cierto, ya.
Le bajan la feria, lo golpean. El otro día en la calle estábamos ayudando a un veterano, todo golpeado, le robaron su carro, su cartera, sin dinero, pero todavía está allí, no se va. So listen to me, like, the good thing is that I am from Zacatecas, and I was born with 2 sets of big cacahuates that I was able to know that I come from a good family, that I come from good family support, and that I know that I needed to help myself. But everybody needs to know that it is possible to overcome drug abuse, but you have to do the work. Nothing is easy. It's like it's like starting a job and getting a promotion. You don't get the promotion in one day. You need to prove yourself. You need to go somewhere and say, I need help. What I needed to do was, I walked out of that tent on May 18th, 2021, and I said, this is an emergency. I need help. I want to stop doing drugs. I'm better than this. Can you help me? And it wasn't easy, Dad, because I needed to stay somewhere.
¿Qué te dijeron? ¿Tienes tiempo disponible?
No, you know what they said? Are you ready to stop doing drugs? And I said, nope. And I left one more time. And when I left one more time and I went back to the tent, you know what I said? What a big mistake this was.
So you came back.
I went straight back.
Okay.
And then I never left. And this is where I am now today. It took an alcohol, you know what it took? I had to face myself. I had to take it's an inside job, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means when I say it's an inside job?
No, a ver, explícame.
I had to take a look at myself inside and find out who I really was as a human being so that I can stop being this fake person going around pretending like everything's okay and be authentic and genuine and be like, you know what, today I'm an honorable man. I love myself enough not to put any substances into my body. I'm going to be loving, I'm going to be patient, and I'm going to be vulnerable, and I'm going to trust the system. I'm going to trust the doctors, and I'm going to do what they tell me to do because I'm sick and tired of getting what I was getting before.
Perfecto. Vamos a poner la música porque me gusta. Este tema es importante porque regresamos con ustedes. Esa es Radio La Mexicanísima.
Estoy cansado, ando tomando esta madre que me trae por debajo del no me combina de gangar. Vino moda, pero trae mi voy a mirar una duda no fue la suerte que me puso en el puesto. No sé a qué me dedicaré mi tiempo. Es que ando haciendo esto todo. Proceso gracias a Dios, pues demuestro lo que se sabe que es una meta y poner en los sellos siempre me han respaldado, por supuesto. Asumo porque las palabras desvanecen viento. Se nota ya lo que dejo por donde empezó. En otras palabras, soy filoso con lo que he vivido. Hablo de mi vida, ustedes hablan de un piso. Y además de su rol, hacer escuchar mi estilo. No voy a cambiar lo que hago de esto de mono porque te supo que que no tiene frío. Como los que andan corrigiendo los últimos, porque en mi sangre se movido al testigo. Toda mi vida ha cambiado, no porque me mire con dinero significa que he parado. Todo lo contrario está como regalado. Estaba esperando.
Continuamos, Mario. Vamos a seguir platicando por acá. Un saludo cariñoso para Juan Carlos Castañeda. Dice que no se aguanta, que se está aguantando por venirse a cantar aquí al Rincón Chico.
Pues aguantes un ratito más, compita, porque va a estar buena la cosa. Saludazos. I want to send a quick shout out to Mr. Donald Trueblood, who's watching us right now on Facebook, and to everybody out there that's listening. I just really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting this Father Son podcast radio station. You can catch us live on RadioLaMexicanísima.com at Rincón Chico, Cantina, and Grill. A quick shout out to all our veteran brothers out there listening to us right now, especially the Marine Corps veterans. Marine Corps, Navy, Army, Coast Guard, Air Force, Army Reserve, and all the armed forces out there. Just a quick shout out for all you guys listening out there. Anyways, yeah, we're talking about methamphetamines and the causes, the effects, the downfall, and then the aftermath of and how do you overcome. Right now, basically, we just went over how the beginning stages were, and now we're talking about like how you get out of it. So, you know, I had people that believed in me, Dad. I had people that they knew me from before, and they knew that I was a good person, and they knew that something went wrong, and they had to convince me. They were like, come on, Mario, you're a good person. You don't need to be living this way. I believe in you. And this is what I'm telling you. If you're listening to me out there on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, if you're in Zacatecas, if you're in LA, I don't care. If you're listening to me on the radio right now, listen to me. Pay close attention. You're special. You're important. You're beautiful. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to live a healthy, sober life.
Be happy, right?
Take a chance on yourself. Commit to a program. Give yourselves at least a minimum, because this is what I had to do. 90 days, Dad. If you give yourself 90 days, I guarantee you somewhere down the line in those 90 days, in those 90 days,
You'll find the light,
you're going to find the light. You're going to find
a bright future.
You're going to find a bright future. You're going to find a reason to live. You're going to find who you are deep inside. You don't need to suffer like I did. You don't need to stay in that hellhole. If you're a kid, just stop what you're doing. Put down the pipe and pick up your life, goddamn. Put down the pipe and pick up your life. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Your life is worth fighting for, man. I did 90 days in a program, and somewhere down the middle of that program, Dad, I found myself.
Que bueno, o sea, la base es tira la pipa y recoge tu vida.
Tira la pinche pipa
Y recoge tu pick up your life.
y recoge la vida. That's what it is. You know, because if you don't drop the pipe, you're going to lose your life.
Yeah,
Some people die with a pipe in their hand, Dad.
yeah.
I knew a guy, rest in peace, in Dominguez. He died from a nosebleed because he wouldn't stop snorting meth. And he left behind 4 kids.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I am grateful. I'm blessed. And I thank God for giving me another day of life. But I'm really lucky to be able to turn my life around and for you to see it, Dad, that you're alive.
That makes me really, really happy. It makes me a single father in my own territory, seeing you. In other words, me start believing on you. That makes me more a human being. You know what I mean?
And you know what? I hold on to the fact that I'm not a statistic.
You don't want to be a statistic.
Because the statistic says that we're, especially a minority, that we're never going to be able to escape or to survive or to overcome our challenges. And I just refuse. And honestly, it's because of the VA and all those beautiful nonprofit organizations that are out there, like Volunteers of America, Step Up on Second, National Veterans Foundation, Village for Vets, DPSS, all the organizations that are out there willing to help and be there for us, to help us out. But we need to go through that door,
Yeah, definitely. Si no, pues ¿cómo vas a ir ahí?
And I really it feels good to know that I was able to catch myself while my mom and my sisters are still healthy. And especially because my mom and you are alive, at least I know that I turned it around.
That's good, yeah.
It means a lot to me, it really does. Because I had an idea that this was going to be fun. And I had an idea that this was going to be healthy. But I didn't know it was going to be this rewarding to be doing this radio station with you live. And to know that an idea can turn into a reality.
This is just the beginning. I think we can really, once we get a little more into, we're going to be able to perform a lot better for all these people. And I can see a lot of people just saying, it's a good program, continue doing it, es good, está bueno su programa, sígalo haciendo, está bueno los consejos. Yo sé que está bueno. Y te digo, es básicamente aquel padre de familia, aquella madre que esté ahorita sufriendo, tiene un hijo con problemas. Conéctelo ahorita, llámele, dígale, póngase, abra Facebook y métase a ver a Mario.
Send me a message on Facebook,
Compártelo
on TikTok. I've already talked to a couple people the other day. A lady asked me to speak to her son, and I made a video for him, and he went into rehab too. So look, there's nothing that you have done that you can't tell me.
Hoy hablando de ese video, yo me recuerdo ese video, la gente lo puede mirar, en qué.
Yeah, you guys can look to you can go on Saint Magic. On YouTube it's like my YouTube channel where I like to do some self-help motivational videos on there.
Okay.
And you can search it on there, and it's a video that I make. Sometimes if you ask me, I will put your sons or your nephews or your loved one's name in the video, and I'll do a motivational video personalized for them.
Hazme un favor, para toda la gente que lo está escuchando ahorita, Mario Miramontes tiene una página en YouTube que ustedes lo pueden buscar y mirar sus videos de motivaciones que él le está tirando ahí. Y me haces favor de poner el link para que te...
Yeah, we'll put the link
que sea
up.
más se puede
Yeah.
clicar arriba para que te encuentren.
I'll put it
Y
right now.
miren el trabajo que estás haciendo tú fuera de la radio. Por eso digo yo que tú ya tienes rato trabajando, haciendo
Yeah.
tus motivaciones. Pon el link para que la gente te siga y mire las prácticas de motivación que estás haciendo. Y ahí
Yeah.
pon pues a la gente que has ayudado. Y tú estás 100% listo para ayudar a la gente cuando el momento que se presente o algo, tú sabes.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm all about. My being of service is one of the things that keeps me going. You know, I just want to put a shout out to Miss Terry C. Gasper out there. To all she's watching us right now, saying hi. Thank you for your support. I know that you're a veteran as well and you love being in service. Our rooms are freezing right now.
Saludos, José Cacho, ¿cómo estás? Mr. Grajera, sigue trabajando en la maderería por ahí, cerquitas a la playa, te la pasas. Y bueno, saludos a Martín por allá, si lo miras.
Yeah.
Continuamos, Mario, seguimos platicando.
Hey, so I want to talk about the story when we were in Zacatecas.
Okay.
Do you remember el señor de Manos de León?
Refrescame
El que hizo el pulque, el que hacía el pulque.
Oh, ese es Pancho Correa.
El señor Pancho Correa nos prestó un caballo.
Pancho Correa nos prestó 2 caballos.
2 caballos. El caballo me lo prestaron y me lo llevé para la plaza.
Sí.
Y-
Al centro.
Al centro. Y empezamos a hacer donuts allá con el caballo. Y me dieron un DUI allá en el caballo. Me paró la policía. Y yo muy chingón, con mis Jordans y a caballo, tomando bien pedo, ¿verdad?
Y en la noche que nos aventamos el video ahí de
Ajá.
Amorcito Corazón,
Yeah,
ahí en la casa de mi papá, ahí por la calle Zacatecas.
yeah.
Hicimos una pelea de gallos también ahí, estaba tu tío Chencho. Esa María García, ¿cómo estás? Saludos. La pelea de gallos ahí todo bien bonita.
También la pelea de gallos nunca fue. You know what? They were screaming, they were telling my tío, they thought my tío was Antonio Aguilar.
Bueno, Aguilar, ¿no?
They were like,
Se va parecido.
se parece a Antonio Aguilar, pero le decían Antonio y él le saludaba para atrás. Yo. Y se la daba. I was like, damn, this fool he thinks he's Antonio for real.
Alright.
Wow. But anyways, man, that was a good time. I just want to say, like, I mean, there were signs at an early age that there were problems, that there were going to be problems, you know? I just didn't know they were going to get this bad. You guys don't have to suffer this bad, man.
Pero lo más importante, como digo yo, cada día vamos creciendo como ser humano.
Yeah.
Y la única manera que puedes crecer como ser humano tienes que agarrarte de Dios
Yeah.
y pedirle lo que tú quieras si Él está dispuesto ahí.
Yeah.
La pura verdad.
Oh, y luego también la semana pasada que anuncié que andaba buscando esposa,
¿Salió alguien por ahí?
ya la encontré, ok,
Yo lo único que sé es que me dijeron que suegro ahí.
ya encontré a mi esposa por ahí. Así que no se preocupen, por favor, ya.
Ánimo, Carlos Cortés, échale ganas, sí, cortantes, ataque, muchachos.
Saludos a todos los jardineros, a todos los paleteros, a toda la raza que anda trabajando en las esquinas vendiendo naranjas, a las frutas, a todas las familias que están allá en Santa Mónica vendiendo churros, los que los mandaron a la fregada. Los que les preguntamos, oiga señora, ¿con qué platicamos aquí para nosotros poner un peso? Nos dijeron, I don't speak in Spanish. Con el nopalote en la frente.
Oye, hablando de eso, no se reporta esa gente, no contesta el teléfono ahí, ¿está chequeado?
Vamos, es que ese lugar.
No, se me hace raro porque ya le puse un texto, yo también digo, oiga señor, van 2 llamadas que le pongo y ahora pongo un texto ahí para que me conteste, me interesa ahí un espacio ahí en Santa Mónica Pier, bla, bla. Mi papá no contesta.
No,
Estaría el teléfono equivocado y
no, lo que pasa es que
a cierta gente
maicerona, pero a veces hay que tumbar la puerta, no hay que tocarla. A veces hay que tumbar la puerta para llamar la atención. Tocar la puerta a veces no es suficiente.
Okay.
But Saludazos para Alma, que nos está viendo también allá. Y a la señorita Debra. Gracias por los saludos.
Debra.
I don't know her, but she's introducing herself to me right now. I'm just saying hi. Yeah, so.
Dice, no, ¿ya encontraste ya? Por fin no terminamos la plática.
No.
Prospecto.
Es que ahorita nadie se casa ya. Ya nadie se quiere casar, nadie, ninguna de las mujeres cocinan. Ya no quieren hijos, así que pues yo soy un hybrid. Yo soy un esposo hybrid, ¿no? Eso es algo nuevo, lo más nuevo, lo más reciente, ¿me entiendes? So, lo más importante es no hablar de mi vida romántica a través de la radio, ¿ok? Ya me regañaron.
Ok, no, está bien, ¿sabes por qué? Porque simplemente por la semana pasada salió el comentario, por eso yo preguntaba otra vez, pero digo, no, eso no. No, lo de nosotros es otra cosa. Para la gente que está por allá y gusta compartir con nosotros micrófonos y desea venir aquí a Radio La Mexicanísima, repórtense con nosotros el viernes y nos ponemos de acuerdo porque a veces hacemos las pláticas de la 1 a 2. En esta ocasión dimos ya pasadita a los 2 porque estábamos
sábados.
Los sábados. Andábamos trabajando durante el día ahí en mi casa desde temprano y luego llegó mi hijo y nos pusimos a trabajar también ahí con mi otra hija. Y pues se nos hizo tarde, pero regularmente lo hacemos de 1 a 2 de la tarde, platicamos, los invitamos, así que acérquese con nosotros y compartan lo que estamos platicando.
Otra pregunta también que estábamos hablando, with other people were like, ¿por qué los mexicanos les gusta tener relaciones con animales?
Yo ahí mis respetos para esa gente que lo hace. Yo pienso que lo hacen por jugar, no creo que lo hagan por necesidad.
Es un juego medio raro, ¿no crees?
Yo creo que sí. Pero,
que las gallinas y a los chivos.
Los cerdos, a lo mejor, pero digo, no sé.
Yo le pregunto, les mando una pregunta a la gente que nos está escuchando. ¿Ustedes conocen o tienen un tío, o un primo, o un hermano que acaso se ha echado una gallina o un chivo en el rancho? Porque yo he escuchado historias de gente que le jalan las alas a las gallinas.
Yo he visto, a mí me ha tocado ver, pero
¿cómo?
Después que salíamos de la escuela nos íbamos ahí un ranchito, que si yo, de individuos, no recuerdo su nombre, pero jóvenes. La mayoría de la gente hace esto cuando están jóvenes, nomás por joder. Se van y buscan una burra y se le entregan a la burra. Pero no sé, lo hacen por quedar bien con los amigos que están ahí alrededor, porque se van en pandillitas, ¿no? Unos 6, 7 que se llevan bien en la clase, ya cuando están en sexto grado, ya secundaria. Y se van nomás a chingar, ¿me entiendes?
But you're saying it's like it's normal.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's normal, but...
Yo pienso que por varias personas sería normal, pero por otras personas no es normal. No es normal, es algo que lo hacen más por chingar a veces, pero no porque tengan necesidad de hacer eso, ¿me entiendes? Y como la gente es muy morbosa del latino, pues ahí van, ¿cuánto que me chingo la burra? ¿Me entiendes? Y empiezan a ir por ese lado. Y al último, de la pierdiendo la burra, porque apostaron.
So we're talking about, in our culture, sometimes you hear these stories about individuals going out to the ranch and having sex with the chickens or the goats. Apparently it's true.
Sí pasa.
It happens.
Pero a veces...
For English-speaking people.
Yeah, for English-speaking people, sometimes people, they does go and mess around with animals. But that's, like I said, they probably do because they want attention from other friends.
I don't know about that.
Te digo, la gente es muy morbosa y... Saludos para Lucía Castro, una amigocha de muchos años. Saludos.
Pero ¿por qué?
Ojalá
que sí. Anyway, so I guess it is true. I was talking about that, you know.
Yeah, well, cuando dicen, hay un dicho, ¿no? Que cuando el ruido suena, es señal que hay agua. So, si alguien te comentó a ti eso de que, ¿por qué entre la raza latina andan por ahí buscándose, tratando de hacer
Yeah.
el amor con un animal. So, entonces, si el río suena agua, quiere decir que viene agua.
That means the person who's
Es
asking
cierto.
is interested. Wow. Llevamos una hora.
Quemando llantitas que me quema la cerdita. Me prendo las luces, atrás viene un policía. No soy hocico ni me gusta tirar charola. Mejor no me paro y si me alcanzo para no importa. El que está aventado y tiene huevos en la vida. Siempre trae dinero y puede ayudar a su familia. Siempre trae
Si la muerte que se advierte.
Que si la muerte, que si el dinero que hay que correrte al billete, ya no es pendiente, que buenas noches, son las botellas y que tiro buena trampa, se me destrampa.
Oye, Mario, ya casi terminamos, casi nos vamos para la gente que está recién sintonizándose. Una pregunta relacionada con el crack.
Sí.
La dentadura. He visto mucha gente que también los dientes se les dañan por la pipa.
Porque hasta se fuman, hasta los dientes se fuman. No, lo que pasa es esto.
A ver, disfrázame esa pregunta.
Cuando cocinan la piedra o cuando cocinan el cristal,
Ajá.
el pH balance, el balance de los químicos que usan, no están restringidos o no están balanceados correctamente. Es por eso que se caen las uñas, se cae el pelo, se caen los dientes. Es veneno.
Oh, puro veneno.
Es veneno.
Wow.
So, y a veces entre más quema, más veneno. Pero la gente dice, ah cabrón, mira qué tan bonito quema, está bien buena la chingadera. No, no es que está buena, es que es puro veneno. So, it's called the pH balance. Sometimes even the cooks they should be checking the pH balance.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't check
They
it.
don't know.
They put more. I remember there was one time I got to a place, there was a bunch of weed on the table, and they were putting Raid for the cockroaches on the weed to make it stronger. That's crazy, huh?
Well, yo creo que hoy hablamos de este tema que es muy importante, lo que tiene que ver con el famoso cristal. Lógico, mi recomendación es que no lo toquen. No lo toquen después de esta información de ahora sabiendo que es veneno.
Yeah. Let me see. I really can't hear myself. What's going on? Did you turn my microphone down again, Dad? Because you want to hear yourself louder.
Ahí está.
Thank you. So this is what I'm saying. I know there's somebody out there who's experienced or has had crystal methamphetamine close to you, to your life, to your loved ones. Your husbands, your ex-husbands, somebody suffers from this. In my experience, if I could tell somebody the truth about that, I'd say this. Stay away from it. Don't touch it. Turn the other way. Don't take a risk in doing something that your life will never be the same again. Your life will never be the same. It'll change. And you're going to hurt the people that are closest to you. The money's going to go to the drug dealer versus to your kids, to the food in the refrigerator. How many marriages have been lost? How many people have suffered from domestic violence and from their husbands just going nuts and crazy, just like being jealous, like, today, I'm happy with who I am. I'm content, I'm satisfied with the real me. I'm happy how I love myself. I'm happy the way I treat other people. And I'm sure I make other people happy as well. I love the way I treat other people, and I know that they're happy the way I treat them, and I love the way they treat me in return. There's nothing, I wouldn't change my life today for another hit. But in order for me not to take another hit, I need to stay consistent, and I need to stay on top of my recovery, and I can never forget how bad it was before. And for me, it was bad.
Very bad. A ver, me dejan compartir aquí el volante del Rincón Chico para que la gente se ubique, nos visite aquí, vengan a conocer el Rincón Chico. Y ya no se aguanten, los que quieran venir a cantar, a bailar. Es el Leonel Hernández, ¿cómo estás? Saludos, ahí vamos, caminando despacito. Esperanza Aguilar, saludos. Solo la manito, seguimos aquí para la invitación para que se vengan a cantinear y a bailar y a cenar al Rincón Chico, 2406 Santa Fe Avenida. Presenta al comediante Alex Castillo en una única función, mis amigos. Vengan y diviértanse este sábado 18 de septiembre 2021. Habrá mariachi en vivo.
Alex Castillo,
2476 Santa Fe Avenida en Long Beach, California.
comediante.
Para más reservaciones 714-507-6845, 818-721-6441. Me imagino que va a haber cena incluida, no estoy seguro, pero mariachi en vivo. Habrá música en vivo, no te pierdas este mega evento. Cómico musical, todos reunidos en una sola presentación. Artistas invitados cantando todos sus éxitos. Ariel Cruz, Juan Pablo Trujillo, Sonia de León, Alex Orozco. Los esperamos a todos, no falten, las puertas abren a las 8 de la noche aquí en el Rincón Chico. Ahí están ustedes invitados, amigos.
Y el comediante, como normalmente como está feo, pues me imagino que sí va a ser chistoso.
Más comedia va a dar.
Más comedia entre más feo.
Esta tarde, hoy parece que tenemos a Rosa Brown y a muchos invitados también aquí, los esperamos. El mini concierto. Véngase a cantar y a cenar aquí al Rincón Chico. Continuamos.
Shout out to Javier and to these that are watching us right now on Facebook, man. It was a great conversation. Thank you for having me again, Dad. I'm very blessed. Once again, I just want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of your life again. It's an honor. I'm proud of calling you my father. I ask you to please forgive me for all the pain and damage and hurt that I created for you in the past. I hope that we can continue to grow and heal, and that we can deliver a message, and maybe one of these days, we can save another family from having lots of pain.
Claro que sí, ¿no? Estoy de acuerdo contigo. Ojalá que logremos no nomás una familia, más personas se puedan ayudar.
Shout out to Mark out there.
Gracias por esos buenos comentarios, me hace sentir muy bien, me siento orgulloso de ti.
Thank you, Dad.
Espero que sigas en ese buen camino y que sigas cosechando éxitos.
Everybody out there that's listening, if you're suffering, if you want to stop doing drugs, put down the pipe and pick up your life, man. It's possible. If I can do it, you guys can do it. You deserve to be loved. Nobody is created to be in this world to work where you don't want to work at, to be with people we don't want to be with. You deserve to be happy. Give yourself a chance. Love yourselves. Be kind. Enjoy Labor Day weekend. Go out there and tell somebody you love them. Do something nice to somebody, baby.
Ahora, Mario, mucho gusto que hayan estado conmigo platicando, que se sigan divirtiendo nosotros. Yo soy Mario Miramontes y esta es Radio La Mexicanísima.